just an introduction about the person I'm having the podcast today with. Most of us today record video content, whether it be music, whether it be sharing our personal insights about something. And when we talk about recording anything, we always go for copyright. Now, how to monetize with this thing has always been the question in the picture. To give the solution for this, I have one of my closest friends, Mario, over here, who had found the solution for this. So, hi, Mario. How are you today?
Hey, Nia, how are you? I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, just to shoot on my very first question for you, which I had been like longing it for the long time right now. So, just give me
Mhm.
the small introduction about your business and how you came into the world of blockchain.
All right. So for our business, we are in the Web3 sector, and that is pretty much the new internet, the decentralized internet, and everything blockchain and cryptocurrency related. And so a little bit about how I got into the world of blockchain. So I started out as I'm already a business owner in the United States. I've been a business owner probably since I was a teenager, but I actually got more involved in the professional business uh, around the age of 27 after playing professional arena football in the U.S. I started a mental health practice and I've been running that company for about 14 years now, but I got into the blockchain industry. Um, I was actually starting a project with one of my partners that I'm working with Dreamster on, and we were actually going to create a bike sharing company. And with that particular company, we were trying to figure out how to raise funds, and then we came across the platform Ethereum, and Ethereum had the new fundraising product, which was at the time was called ICOs. A lot of people still familiar with ICOs, but um, so my buddy was like, "Man, take a look at this, man. We could probably raise funds for the bike sharing program." And so we took a look at the technology, at the applications, and I didn't know anything about blockchain. And this was in 2016. And so
Okay, long time.
basically, just so basically, I had to learn about what the blockchain was and how this technology would help us raise funds for the bike sharing program. So after doing a year of studying, I was like, you know what? This is some really, really great technology. There are quite a few other things that we can actually build and we can scale these products and businesses. And we decided to put the bike sharing program on the side. I started investing in other projects as I took classes and academies and learned more about the blockchain. So I actually learned about Ethereum before I learned about Bitcoin. And then just started making investments and used my accredited investor status in the United States and got involved in some major blockchain infrastructure projects such as EOS, uh, another smart contract company called QuantStamp, got involved with them as well in the early stages. And then just really dove deep in the rabbit hole and just got involved more and more in blockchain. And so
Okay.
over the years, I ended up partnering with the company called Dragon Chain, and so they were a Walt Disney blockchain platform that was located in the United States in Seattle. And so this particular company, they built a turnkey solution for enterprises that wanted to pretty much adopt blockchain services for their legacy systems. So Dragon Chain built the whole blockchain system and set up for any company that wanted to cross over from the legacy industry to the blockchain and Web3 industry. So got with them,
Okay.
did an academy, and then just really learn more about smart contracts and how they work and how interoperative operative they were. And so given my background, I have a strong background in music as well. I went to school for mass media arts, radio, TV, and film. My brother that's working with me on the project as well, he started a couple of record labels in Atlanta and produced some pretty big artists in the southeastern region. And so just growing up and being around that industry with him, I learned a lot about the music industry. Being from Atlanta, being around a bunch of musicians, learned a lot about the music industry. And yeah, so with the knowledge that I gained and being around so many different individuals in the blockchain industry and the music industry, I decided to go ahead and start the company Dreamster, which is a
Okay.
Web3 music streaming platform. And basically, we're solving the solution of bringing making sure musicians get paid the revenue they're supposed to get paid when it comes to individuals streaming their music or downloading their music. And so for example, if you look at platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, which are really, really good platforms, but a lot of artists are complaining about the revenue that they're receiving from these particular platforms because they're only getting paid somewhere around 0.002 cents per stream. And so what we've done, we've created this system where individuals can upload their music, and if they have an actual album, professional album that they went in the studio and created, they can actually assign a token that represents the album. And so when you create these tokens, you can create as many tokens as you like. You can create 1 million tokens, 500,000, however many tokens that you feel like is strategic for your community to purchase. And so once the individual purchase that token, that represents ownership of the music album. And then this will allow the individual to download that album to our in-app music streaming platform. And so that's a little brief about what we built. But we also have like Web3 products. So we want to make sure when we build this and bring this community together that we are introducing them to the rest of the Web3 products, such as being able to access the Dreamster NFT marketplace. So this is
Okay.
where individuals can actually, buy and sell and create all sorts of NFTs. And so they can do this all up under the Dreamster umbrella. And then not only can
Mm.
they use our NFT marketplace, they can use our cryptocurrency exchange. So we have our own cryptocurrency exchange that's licensed in Lithuania, where individuals can get involved and they can easily buy crypto with a credit card or debit card. They can stake and hold a Dreamster token, and then that way individuals can get rewarded for holding our Dreamster token. So the Dreamster token is you're going to be able to utilize the Dreamster token on the music streaming platform. So we have a cool feature. I don't want to really give it away yet. We have a cool feature inside the music streaming platform where individuals will be able to, they're going to have to use the token to actually access the particular feature. And so you'll be able to purchase and trade that token on our own crypto exchange. And we have thousands of other tokens that'll be listed on the exchange as well. Um, and then aside from the crypto exchange, our last product we have is our own Dreamster wallet. And so individuals can download the Dreamster wallet and they can store their NFTs securely in our wallet. They can store cryptocurrency in the wallet. They can stake the cryptocurrency and hold it in the wallet as well. So as long as you're holding that cryptocurrency in their Dreamster wallet, you'll get paid every 30 days, whatever the staking percentage
Okay.
is for that particular token. So yeah, so we're building an ecosystem for the music world, but there are so many people that are not educated on cryptocurrency and Web3. And so we want to gradually bring those users from what is called the Web2 world to the Web3 industry. And so we're here. We're based out of Atlanta. We're based out of Dubai. We have operations in
Mm.
Lithuania, and then we have some offshore locations. Yep.
Okay, that's a lot. of information to take in.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. What you're doing right now is very pretty impressive because I use Spotify a lot, like every day, every time, going through from work to home. It's the Spotify that is keeping me awake. To be very honest with you. So I haven't been like came across this solution where like you can monetize the music. Obviously, there are Spotify T series and every application that can monetize this talent of people. But using cryptocurrency
Yeah.
is something very huge that you can give a leverage to. And you just said me about
Yeah.
NEFT and how you can like expect the growth in terms of monetary basis. So, like, if I move forward to my next question, what is the expected
Mhm.
growth of the NEFT in blockchain market, seeing the current trends in the UAE? I'm talking only about the UAE section, not that answer, right?
Okay. So here in the UAE, um, well, as far as the expected growth, um, just from being here already, I would say the market growth is already up, to be honest. So here in Dubai, there are tons of cryptocurrency events. We have token 2049 coming up here in Dubai as well. We as a company we participated in the World Blockchain Summit and some other conferences here. So there are tons of conferences here. There are tons of regulatory frameworks that have been put in place.
Mm,
Uh, you have the crypto DMCC Crypto Center, which we are a part of. And we just had a meeting. We went to actually an event with the Crypto Center a couple of days ago, and they have a new location at the SO Uptown Hotel. So that's where they're going to be based, and they're going to hold more events there. You have tons of investors from around the world looking for, top Web3 projects, the latest, blockchain, artificial intelligence, machine learning projects. So, you know, this Dubai has become the number one hub for Web3. Uh, a lot of people don't really understand the broad scale of non-fungible tokens based on, because we had that bearish market that hit with people, creating, tons of art that wasn't really worth anything. But a lot of people are going to understand and learn that there are tons of other use cases for NFTs. And so, yeah, so we'll talk a little bit about that in the
yeah,
conversation.
for sure, we'll talk about that
Okay.
because that is something very
Mhm.
interesting right now, and people are like keen to know more about that point which we have just stopped talking about. So I just have one further question to you. What are top blockchain trends affecting the business growth today? In your research, if I can talk about what are the top blockchain trends right now? Like how people are investing into like what attracting them today.
Okay. Your
Just here we go. So what I was talking to you last time, the last question was like people like to invest in blockchain. What attracts them?
Yeah.
Like why are they investing more in
Okay.
blockchain today?
So, what is attracting people to invest in the blockchain? They're learning the use case for blockchain, and they're seeing what a lot of individuals are seeing now. They're seeing a lot of governments integrate these technologies and these services into their regulatory frameworks. And so that is driving the main adoption, because prior to that, uh, there was a lot of FUD, being spread around, a lot of fear, understanding, and doubt of, Bitcoin, the blockchain. This was not a regular spoken language for just for individuals. And so now that, governments are building initiatives around the technology, individuals are wanting to invest more in the technology. They're wanting to invest more in different projects because they know projects like Ethereum, uh, Chainlink, Solana, uh, Dreamster. They know the projects like us, we're here to stay, you know. And so a lot of individuals realize that now, and so now individuals are starting to get involved, especially in the United States. They just approved what is called the Bitcoin ETF, and so that's the Bitcoin exchange traded fund. And so now individuals can actually purchase Bitcoin on a regular exchange, not outside of a crypto exchange. So now this was a major pivot for the United States and for the crypto industry in as a whole, because a lot of people do follow like some of um, the regulatory guidelines and the moves that the government and some of the individuals make in the United States. A lot of people in the crypto industry were kind of following that. At one point, people were looking at China as well, but China has put a lot of strict restrictions on the
Mm-hmm.
industry
Yeah,
in
I
their
read
in
it.
their country. But yep,
Okay, okay. So
yeah,
it's a lot. Like what I am understanding from your point of view, it's like it's giving people the knowledge and the money at the same
of
time. Not
course.
exactly what they
Yep,
want. Okay,
yep.
okay. So you are a business. You run this entire thing. You have this agenda in the mind. So how, as a business person, you are getting the benefit from NFT and blockchain? You don't have to spell all the biggies.
Yes.
You can give me the crux.
Okay. So repeat that again.
You are the business owner yourself. So, as the
Hmm.
business owner, how are you benefiting from the NEFT and blockchain? As from the consumer point
The
of view, you already
NFT.
said to me.
Okay. Yeah. So as a business owner, we are so we're building applications, right? So there are tons of blockchain infrastructure projects that are out and that are building some really, really cool and great and intricate technology. So we decided to go ahead and leverage the technology that is already out there. So we built our crypto token on the Binance Smart Chain. So this is another blockchain. It's another blockchain that was built to scale some of the transactions, because when you look at blockchains like the Ethereum, they're Ethereum is a really, really great blockchain as well. It's like one of the first blockchains to create smart contracts, to give individuals the opportunity to create and build NFTs. But uh, there there's a time when on Ethereum, when their blockchain gets congested from too much activity, too many transactions being trying to occur and happen at one point. So what that does, it drives up the gas fees, and individuals end up paying expensive gas fees to create and do transactions on the Ethereum blockchain. And so we decided to go ahead and go with the Binance Smart Chain because um, they figured out the scalability solution on how to uh, handle a lot of transactions at once. And then they've been able to make sure the fees on that blockchain stay low. So that was one of the reasons why we went ahead and went with the Binance Smart Chain to create our token. But on our NFT marketplace, we've integrated the Ethereum blockchain, we've integrated Binance Smart Chain, we've integrated Polygon Matic, and so right now we have those three blockchains already integrated into our platform. So if you want to come in and you want to create NFTs, you can create and choose between which blockchain you want to choose, depending on the reason why you want to go with that particular blockchain, whether it be security, whether it be um, transaction fees, or cost-effective transaction fees, or whether you're just going for the most popular the popular blockchain at that time. So we recreated the solution for that. We've integrated almost like six blockchains into our decentralized wallet. So We have multiple blockchain networks that you can do transactions on and send different tokens through different blockchains. And so we've integrated these. We're actually utilizing the technology and bringing it to the real world. So individuals can
Okay.
even from our crypto wallet, you can buy crypto with a credit card, debit card coming from, the real world or Web 2, and then you can easily make a transaction happen and choose what blockchain you want to use.
Okay, okay. That's a flexible way of doing the business. The innovative thing. So it's like a when everything is on the plate, there comes a lot of vulnerabilities because we are talking about technology. So what are the security vulnerabilities and the best practices for smart contract development, which is related to NFT? Like how the security impact when we talk about the smart contract. Obviously, there are multiple things in the place right now, which is taking care of the security and everything. So, what are the best practices you think are there in the place right now, which is helping your business?
Okay, when it comes to security practices.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so for us, when we're building these particular projects, we want to make sure that we have audits, we have particular audits done, we have uh, the penetration test done when we're building these products out. And so we also want to have, hackathons and, just get feedback from outside developers to come in and, test the platform out, make sure everything is functioning smoothly, make sure there are no gaps for individuals to come in and penetrate the system. So that's the first thing. And so we've done what is called a smart contract audit for the token. And then next we have smart contract audits coming up for the code um, on our NFT marketplace, on our music streaming, on our crypto exchange. And so this is really important, to make sure we protect individual assets, especially for the crypto exchange, because our crypto exchange is a centralized platform. And so with that centralized platform, we're holding crypto assets in our internal wallet. So when an individual comes in and create an account on the Dreamster exchange, we're as a company, we're kind of responsible for protecting their assets and making sure they have, what they need in order to make sure those assets are being protected. So we're working with companies like Fireblocks and other custodial companies to make sure, and we're working with, companies on the insurance level to make sure, individuals are safe and protected when it comes to our platforms and services. And then, yeah, other than that, individuals can also, when they come in and sign up for the services, they can add the two-factor authentication, the password, the secure password. They can use the face recognition. So there are multiple layers of security that individuals can actually add to our products when they come in and they sign up for, on the platforms, especially for
Okay.
the ones that
Okay.
are not the ones that are decentralized and not, I mean,
Okay.
centralized and not decentralized. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it's like you are saying everything is on the place right now. So do you think there is any space for the emerging cryptographic techniques to be like a growing? Because what I can think from here is like things are growing every day. Right. So, do you think
Yes.
there are any advancement that can come into the picture when you talk about cryptographic techniques for the NFT transactions?
Okay. Repeat the question. I can't hold. It's like I can hear you, but it's not clear. Repeat the question again.
What I mean to say over here is like, what are the emerging cryptographic techniques being used to enhance the security and privacy of NFT transaction? Like, what are the emerging techniques and development that can come into the picture for securing your NFT transaction?
Or you're asking what are the security techniques?
So, what are the emerging cryptographic that can come into the picture that can secure any application.
Oh, okay. I can hear you now. All right. So
Okay.
some of the um, some of the cryptographic techniques that I'm familiar with that we're using, we're using zero knowledge proofs. So so I can give you like an example. So like imagine you want to prove something to someone without actually revealing any details about it. So we have zero knowledge proofs, and that would allow you to do that. So, for example, you could prove that you can own own a certain NFT without showing any personal information or details about the NFT itself. And then we also integrated the homomorphic encryption. So the homomorphic encryption is like putting your data in a secure lockbox. And then once you put it in that lockbox, you can have computations going on inside of the lockbox without anyone being able to see the computations. And so when it comes to like an NFT transactions, this means that the operations um, are like transferring tokens, but they can be done securely without revealing any details of the transaction. That makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Got it.
yeah, so these are some of the two cryptographic techniques that we're using right now to enhance and ensure security and privacy for some of the NFT transactions.
Okay, that's great to know. So, Mario, just take a 2 minute break. Let's move on to our
Hmm.
phase two of this meeting and the podcast. And I'll give
Hmm.
you four more questions, which I got from the people who are already into blockchain right now but have their questions. So, the next question is what are the technical considerations for integrating NFT with the existing enterprise system and application? If I have the running application in place, how can I integrate the NEFT and what are the technical consideration I have to keep in mind? Well,
So if I heard you correctly, I think you said like what are some of the like technical considerations for integrating NFTs into like a business enterprise?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I look at it from our perspective and some of the things that we had to consider as a company. Uh, you know, but because we're already in the blockchain sector, it was a lot easier for us to kind of get involved. But uh, but for companies that for comp are you asking about legacy companies or companies that don't have this existing system,
The company
or
that doesn't have
are
this
you just
system, the company like me, suppose I run a company, so I just want to
uh-huh.
integrate NEFT now. I got the approval from the government, but I want to integrate it now. So what technical feasibilities will I be
Okay.
facing? What do
Okay.
I do?
Yeah, so I would imagine so your system that you're using like a legacy type system, correct?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Okay, so first thing, you have to kind of consider what blockchain that you want to use, and what blockchain is best suited for your business need, because most blockchains are, you know, most blockchains are faster than others. The transaction fees are um, some are more expensive than others. Uh, some blockchains, their smart contract capabilities are a little bit better than others. So you really have to make a choice on which blockchain that you really want to use, and then you have to figure out if you're going to get you a proper developer for creating like smart contracts. It's just making sure you have that right developer that is educated on NFTs and creating smart contracts, and understands the current trends when it comes to smart contracts, and some of the standards, some of the top ERC standards like ERC 721, which is the standard for Ethereum. And so then you have the ERC 1155, which is the Ethereum based NFT standard. And so And then, some other things you have to take into consideration is, like the data and the data privacy and the security. Uh, you know, how is it going to interop with your legacy system? So remember, I talked about the company Dragon Chain. So Dragon Chain would be a really good company for a lot of individuals that do not have any type of blockchain infrastructure in place. So you can use their like pretty much to go platforms that you can pretty much plug and play with, who uh, who will help you and assist you to get your company to transition easily from what is called I call it Web 2. A lot of people still say, with the legacy system, but the Dragon Chain can interrupt with your legacy system, and then it'll be a smooth transition, like a turnkey solution where you can actually just go ahead and you can start doing transactions, and that information, that data will be transferred over to the blockchain very seamlessly. So those are, some of the technical considerations that I would definitely mention.
Okay, got it. Got it. So, what are the technical possibilities for using NFT in identify management and digital credentials? If you want, I can repeat it once again.
Mhm.
What are the technical possibilities for using NFT in identifying management and digital credentials?
Okay. So some of the technical possibilities. So when it comes to identity, there have been tons of talks, about blockchain and smart contracts being able to solve the problem for, identity fraud and theft. And so you have different components that NFTs can actually create the solution for when it comes to uh, protecting your identity and then your identity management, because you can actually assign an NFT token
Mm-hmm.
to represent
Okay.
to represent your ID,
Mm-hmm.
and then that token can be assigned by a centralized company such as the government office. And then once they assign you that token, you can hold that token in like a Dreamster wallet or MetaMask wallet. And then when you go to certain events, or you go to uh, places where you're required to present your ID, now they can use, some type of QR code scanning system, and they can scan your wallet, and they can verify that's your identity and that belongs to you. And so there are other methods that individuals can use. So, for example, like colleges and universities, there were talks about that, even years ago, where a college or